Welcome back to Conversations with Sharyn and Rosa. I'm Rosa.
Okay, you guessed it. I'm still Sharyn.
Welcome back. And happy holidays to everyone.
Yay.
And thank you for joining us once again for Conversations with Sharyn and Rosa. We love you all for just staying
Hanging in there with us.
Yeah,
Yeah,
staying,
yeah.
you got our backs. We appreciate that. And before we get into today's title, you all know what the deal is, especially for those of you who have been around for a while. It's shout out time. It's shout out. It's shout outs. I know. Let me stop.
We're both a little silly today for some reason. Must be the holidays.
Yeah, it must be my antlers, right?
They are cute. Look, them some fine looking antlers, Miss Rosa.
She's making a reference for something that happened
personal joke.
in New Orleans.
Yeah.
So
okay.
anyway, so today's shout out goes to Roxy W. Thank you, and thank you for your comments, and thank you for being a subscriber, Roxy. Inner Quest, we enjoy reading your comments as well. Thank you so much. And if you haven't subscribed, please do that. Please. And the last one is, out of many, we are one. Out of many, we are one. Thank you for your comment. I enjoyed the beginning of your comment. It said gobble gobble to you both and gobble gobble to you back. So thank you to all our subscribers. We appreciate you. Thank you.
And can I say something to that as well?
Absolutely.
Because we do, when we first started out, it was a little bit more than a year ago. I was promising we'll get back to you in 24 hours, 2 days, or whatever. Let's just say that we tried very hard to get back to everybody's their
comments
the comments and feedback and all, and we appreciate the suggestions as well too. So we've been
y'all need to fire Sharyn from her job, because I've been doing my editing every week. It's on. Her replies, they a little lacking, so I'm gonna have to take over that job.
You guys know I had to take a week or two off of medical, so I'm blaming it on that. No, okay, I had to take.
Everybody blaming it on COVID too. I'm gonna put COVID in
it
that.
was COVID. I'm older. I'm not as fast as I once was. No, but seriously, we thank you for the comments, and we try to get back to each and every one. And we just want you to know we hear you. We appreciate it. Appreciate you. We thank you for taking the time to communicate with us. And a couple of you have given us some wonderful suggestions. I can't say we can pick up the ball and run with all of them, but some of them were just so pertinent, powerful, true, and on time that we are going to take a couple of them, and we'll definitely give you the credit for suggesting some of those topics. So as they come up, because people, we're constantly asked, where do we get the topics? And I'm saying we just live in life like everybody else, but of course how things affect us and affect you may be quite different. So the purpose of the program is out there reaching out with all our friends and loved ones in lesbian land and far beyond, all of us who fit under the wonderful umbrella. It's all good. So with that,
absolutely. And that's when today's topic comes in, because Karen emailed us a great amount of suggestions, and we thank you, Karen, and you gave us today's topic as well. When Sharyn and I are trying to choose topics, we try to choose what we think everyone can relate to the most
on some level.
So that's why we kind of go with what we go, and but we're happy to receive all of the suggestions that we receive. So thank you, Karen, for today's topic. We're going to be talking about what's different after marriage.
Whoa.
So
yeah,
I don't know if y'all ready to hear this one, but
and again, it's usually from our perspective. We're just telling you
that's
bits
all
and
we
pieces.
have.
Right. We're only giving you bits and pieces of our story, but when you guys are sharing pieces of yours, woo, y'all put more spice in the gumbo, baby.
Right.
Woo.
Sometimes I just want to pick up the phone and call you, be like, girl, what happened?
No, say it ain't so.
Because it's too much to be right back and be like, I just want to know what happened. No, I'm just kidding.
We usually don't ask, but what's your phone number? Because we need to talk.
I did put Sharyn's phone number in there for anybody who need to talk to her. Call her.
Oh, yeah, seriously, call me, yeah. And just identify yourself, because, I try to ignore all the bill collectors.
Oh, y'all might want to text her first. Be like, I'm getting ready to call you.
Look, and I don't want money. No, we good.
No,
we good.
That's true.
So the topic
Today's
again?
topic is what's different after marriage. So what is different after marriage? You want me to go first?
You can, or I don't care. It's just so much. It's sometimes we don't even know.
Let's talk.
How do you even jump into this? Because that's a big one.
I think we need to talk about what was before. And for Sharyn and I, you all know our story. We dated for 6 months, so before we tied the knot,
and that was too long.
Right, but within that dating time, we lived apart. We had separate checking accounts, separate friends, a separate life. So I think when it says what's different after marriage, it's like, okay, all of that you've had. Now what is different? Well, as they say, paper. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, you think that's
paper?
Funny?
Yeah, I think it's paper. So now we got paper in between us. And
a very thin piece of paper.
So I think one of the things too is sometimes when you get in a disagreement, and you're dating, and you get a disagreement, you can just get up and go. Like, I don't have no time. I'm leaving. The relationship's over, whatever. When you're married, you can't really do all that. You have to think about more things and more important things, and where, what happens if you divorce, or what happens if you do leave, and what's the consequences of that. So I think that's one thing that has changed. Not that we got into many arguments prior to dating, but I'm just saying in a broader spectrum, I think that plays a lot, that, you decide the paperwork. So you're in it for life. And of course, now we have bank accounts that we've joined. We have some of the same friends. We still have our separate friends.
Yeah.
But at the same time.
But we're meeting new friends,
My friends are still her friends. I know who they are. Some of them I hang with Sharon with, and some I don't. And vice versa. So, and we just have our combined lives, but also our separate lives. Like, you all know our story too. I've done, I got my groups that I deal with. Sharyn, does her stuff, and she's back into comedy now. And so she's getting ready for her little gig on the 18th
of December.
Yeah.
Thank you for the plug.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. And
she's going to be back on stage on the 18th, y'all. So I'll let you know how that goes.
Can I say this also?
Yeah.
Well, as you gave me the plug, my stage name is Sharyn Cartier like the jewelry. Yeah. So any event, if you see that name, it's me.
Come on out.
And come on out. So we'll tell you much more as we get closer to that date, but I'm extremely excited about it, and I appreciate all the good words that's out there, and we come see what all the buzz is about. Okay.
Yeah. So we're definitely reposted on our Facebook page if you all want to get on there and check it out. So yeah, I think those are some of the things that, for me have changed after marriage. And then a lot of other, deeper stuff too.
Ooh.
I mean, so.
What kind of deep stuff, she asked. I'm sorry, I'm in a weird mood today too for some reason.
It's always one of us, so it doesn't matter.
It's me today. It's me.
But I think when you say where do you start from there, I think that's where you go from. Like, what happened before versus now, and so right.
Well, yeah, you're right. It's mine is just as big. I think we're in the same pool, but we are experiencing the water differently.
Absolutely.
So here we are. With me,
my water is much hotter than hers. Not just kidding.
Where did that come from? Well, okay.
I was just really.
Remember, she took us there.
It actually came from every time if I get into the shower and Sharon's ready to get in and she don't want to get in with me, she'll be like, just leave the water on. And I'll leave the water running. She'll jump in and be like, oh, it's hot. So anyway, that's where that came from.
I think you could have lived the rest of your life without hearing that. But it is funny. She's trying to kill me. Yeah, it was an accident. You know what it is? We look at way too much ID channel and forensic files. Don't look at that. It gives you too many ideas. Okay, and what's the stuff you've been?
No, we're not even talking about that. Okay. We're talking about what's different after marriage. That's what we're talking about. We're not talking about.
Let me stay on focus. Okay, here we go. What's different after marriage? I tell you what, for me, and I try to make it all about me. Y'all know how vain I can be. here it is. More than anything, the big part, before I even come into the house, is that I'm seen differently by my friends. I was a party girl. I used to be hanging out all the time, and
big bang hang.
People be calling me. I know you know where the party is, and if we can't find one, we start our own. You know what I mean? And that, I just love people. I enjoy being around the company of women and just having fun and all that. So now, 5.5 years later, I've been hooked up and booked up, tied to my sweetie, and I think that has changed everyone's. I'm still Sharyn, but I'm so much more. I'm Sharyn and Rosa now. And I don't crave.
Yeah, but you were doing your research to get out there and know what was going on because you were searching. You know what I'm saying? Now,
true.
I can, can
my
you
search
say
is
that?
over. My search is over.
So they're like, oh, Sharyn probably don't know. You know what I'm saying? Because
right.
you're not looking anymore.
Right, I'm not looking, but I still enjoy people. So,
definitely.
So more than anything, my whole presentation to the world, I think it's the same. But people are like, well, she married now. Yeah, but I didn't die. You know what I mean? We hooked up and booked up. We have parties, we have gatherings, and Rosa has more parties than I do because I showed her how to really do it. But she does. She enjoys people like I do, and that's great to wonderful. I'm just saying how people see me now is the fact like, okay, you was Sharyn out there always looking for a good time and a new babe, every other 6 months, and now I'm, happily married with children. Mm-hmm. I did not get married until I was 61. She likes doing that for some reason. Okay. Yeah, I was 61 years old before I ever got married. So if that's not a shift, I don't know what is. So that's the outside world looking at me. Okay, inside our relationship, so much, because we did have an accelerated dating
dating time frame.
Yeah, right. Because we met. We were talking on the phone in March. We met for the first time in April on her birthday, and we were married in August. Mm-hmm. We got married on a lesbian timeline. Hello, I love you. Let's move in. Hello.
But technically, it wasn't really for the whole, premise of people saying lesbians, with the whole U-Haul thing.
Yeah.
Ours wasn't really for that.
No,
purposes.
But it can happen to you. Sometimes you become your own statistic. I did. But no. As I say that, surely I know couples who've had wonderful long-term relationships. They've been together 9, 13, 21, 27 years, and now it's legal for women to get married. They finally get around to getting married, even though they've already had a 3 lifetimes together. So that's different for them. Oh no, you need to speak to them about it. Mine was not that way.
Yeah.
So got married, and from Rosa living 30 miles away from where I'm at. So she was in Oceanside, I was in San Diego. I moved up there, right? But about 18 months, and then life was shifting. With schools for the kids, this and that. Rosa's commute. So now then we came all up. We got together and we start living in San Diego. Mm-hmm. and Rosa loves San Diego. The kids love San Diego. Then here comes another change. Daughter's going to go upstate New York, and son's going to be with his dad. So another change, all of which affects me, all of which affects us. Mm-hmm. So our new and improved thing in the sense of we have a lot more time, or Rosa seems to have a lot more time to do the things that truly bring her joy. If you want to sing. You want to go to karaoke every third night, fine. You want to run, work out in the gym, and hike the mountains and find all the secret bridges in San Diego, do that. Not that I can't do it. I just can't. I don't do the physical things that she do. If she runs 4 miles, I'll walk a quarter of a mile. My knees be hurting, then I'll be whining about that. So more importantly, what has changed in our relationship? I think it's a true commitment to one another, because a piece of paper is simply a piece of paper. Now, as we said those vows, and Rosa has reminded me several times in the last 5 years that she took her vows very seriously. Not that I didn't, but.
Right, what's the but? I'm like them, waiting.
She took her vows very seriously, as did I.
And y'all see how she tried to clean that up real quick.
Big broom over here, please, at table 3. Yeah, so I think really going from the I see you 3 times a week to I see you on the weekends and one day during the week to full time every day, in and out and in. And you find out who snores, who doesn't. Fortunately, neither one of us does. You know, so we cool. You know, I'm glad she's not a snorer. You know, how I look at money. Money matters because it's not just about Sharyn doing what she wants to do.
And being Big Bank Hank when we were dating.
I was not.
Or when she was looking for, somebody. Now she making sure she pays bills first.
I was paying my bills first.
I know you were, but I'm just saying, you were really,
I had a different way of prioritizing things when I was, how about that? Is that about as clean as I can make it? You know what I mean? Because, if you've never been married and you've never had children, my life, I was playing the hell out the role of the career woman who just retired, having fun, running around, got time. Let me drop by the cleaners because I need to change clothes 4 times in the next 5 days. Let's go to Vegas. Let's do LA. And always ready to do something with somebody. Okay. And now, not so much. I have a forever date. And that's a wonderful feeling. I know that I never have to look for a date because I live with my date.
Yeah.
Had to marry her, but you know what I'm saying. You do what you got to do. She spoke lightly about friends. Rosa has friends. I have my own friends. And then as we've been together and we're meeting more people, we are developing friendships and connections with other people.
Yeah.
As I say that, I made it very clear to her that I don't like foursomes. Not that kind of foursome. I know what y'all thinking. No, I don't. It's very hard for me to conceive of going with another couple because this person is playing up into her partner, the other person's playing to a partner, and then there's me and Rosa. Let's go to dinner. I don't eat Italian. I can't eat anything that had a face. I'm allergic to butter. You know what?
She just hates all that. But if it goes smoothly, she's fine. But she's just like, somebody's going to call last minute. Okay, can we switch the time? Can we, not... That's her whole thing.
Yeah,
but she doesn't mind going out to eat with people. I don't know why she's saying that. Yeah.
No, but it's my take
on
my story.
I know, but I'm just saying okay if everything is go smooth. You look, we got reservations here this time and everybody's cool with it. It's when they start putting in drama,
Where does
can we bring my friend? Can we
wait a minute.
meet at 9?
You're telling them dinner. We have reservations for 6:00. They calling you 6:15. Well, we running a little late. Late, my ass. I'm ready to eat.
Right.
And then I'm supposed to be okay that you just letting us know that you run really slow. And I said, we're done.
Yeah.
Just me and you, babe. Just me and you because I have very little tolerance for it. That's what it is. I enjoy you. You know what I mean? But I don't like the late thing. I can't stand people who are not punctual.
with the thing that because things do come up. You never know. You know what I'm saying? And people try to fit you in. But if we do it and it's something you do constantly, then I know who you are. Yeah. But if it happens 1 or 2 times, I'm okay with it because it happens to us. It could.
Rosa's punctual, and I'm always on time.
Yeah.
Okay, even when what they say in the military, even when you're on time, you're still late. If you tell me to meet you at 6:30, I'm really outside at 1/4 because I really been down the street at 6:00. I'm just ready to go.
Right.
And now, when I met Rosa, I said I don't wait well. I don't hide. I got energy. I'm a Gemini. I'm always moving and flitting around. The idea of you making me late for dinner for half an hour, 45 minutes, when you could have started putting on your makeup, picking your dress out, and your shoes at 3. So I don't know why I gotta suffer.
Right.
And so my wife doesn't do that to me. And the fact that you with your little lamb chop, and that she always runs late, and then when they get there and they're saying, "Oh, I'm allergic to seafood." I'm done. Bye-bye. Okay. So anyhow, enough of that. So we're talking about the things that has changed since we've been married. When we travel, Rosa loves to go. I used to love to go. Traveling is not as fun to me as it used to be. I haven't seen every place I want to see, but I've been a lot of places and I've done a lot of things. So when I say I want to go to this place, I really want to go. Well, so I just can't say, Rosa, let's go. I got, it's like, Rosa, let's go. What's the children's schedule? Oh, she wants the whole family to go. How is that going to work? I'm retired. You need to get your time off. We got to look at this kid's schedule. Then who's going to fly up there to bring him up? Oh, it's so much work. I'm just like, never mind. I'm good. I'm good. Let's just look at a movie and make it a Netflix night. It's just a lot. And I'm not used to, having been single. And yes, I was in long-term relationships throughout my life before, but I've never been married. And if I had to wait, as they say, sometimes God saves the best for last. Look at me. Look who I got. Yeah, she like Miss Rosa. I finally got Miss Rosa. So what I'm saying is, I just can't jump up and say, well, okay, I'll meet you in San Francisco. We're gonna hang out for a couple of days, and then we're gonna rent a car and drive down the coast. Not so fast.
Yeah, but not even putting all of the extra things in play that you mentioned. But it's just the decision making too. Now that we've gotten married, it's like, oh, girl, I wouldn't meet you, but let me talk to Sharyn and see if it's okay. She might need it. Have plans for us this coming weekend, or she might need me to do something, or whatever the case may be. So even if you're trying to meet a friend, you still need to, connect with.
Right, be respectful of your relationship.
Yeah.
So it's not like, it looks like next year we got a lot of things on the burner, we hope if half of them come to fruition, we're excited. You know what I mean? Because we got kids. Where does Rosa want to go? We still have not had a honeymoon. I keep saying that. So it may be just something I'm not supposed to get this lifetime, but I want a honeymoon. Okay, so Rosa, I'm not gonna say she doesn't want to, but she's like, well, babe, I want to take that trip to Africa. Well, babe, I know you like Hawaii, but well, babe, I got to take the kids on a Disney cruise. I won't be there for that, but you take the kids for a Disney cruise. See, so all of that, and then sometimes speaking to the idea that we're now married and trying to work things out and try to make things that have a bump smooth the bump out. I'm so like, okay, what's the most important thing? Where do you really, really want to go? What are we trying to do? Spend quality time with the children, spend quality time with each other, and keep Sharyn happy, and I keep Rosa happy, right? Right. And so those are the things that have changed, because I no longer can be classified as selfish, or self-centered, self-focused. Those things have been attached to my name.
Self and self. That's what she's talking about.
Those things have been attached to my name, and I'm getting tired of it. So now that I'm married, happily married, with Rosa and Sharyn, we got Sharyn. We, my life is just, if you would have told me 8 years ago that I would be married, happily married with children at the age of, I would have said you got the wrong Sharyn. You have the wrong Sharyn. So those are just some of the things. So why does this even matter? Why we're even talking about it today is because obviously things change. So of course things change. Just stay on the planet. Things aren't the way they used to be. Some things have improved, some not so much. How about this? We've been skirting around this topic. How was it before marriage? How is it now? How about your sex life? Don't start me about that one. Well, now, do I only get sex on my birthday? Well, now.
Oh, well, what are you saying? No. Okay, see, now you trying to put our business out there.
No. Let me say, I'm joking, but let me say this.
I'm listening.
As things do change, what you have to do is, one, be aware of it. One of the things, I had promised myself and Rosa, I said that, let us promise each other that we'll keep the romance alive.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So, and that's work. That we
very much so.
We always have, date night, and then and she told me us going to the casino and giving her a free dinner is not a date.
Right? She's trying to get in. She'll be like, "Let's go to the casino." And I'm okay. I'll go with you. I get there, this date night. No, it is not date night.
Just trying to do,
no, we're not doing that.
Yeah, I'm trying to be very efficient with my time. Right. No, but, keeping the romance alive, making sure that she knows she's my sweetie, making sure I know that, that I'm the boo, you know what I mean? And working at it, because we get very, very busy.
We do.
She points at me, I point at her. Like, let's keep each other at the top of the list.
Yeah.
You're not going to fit me in on late Thursday afternoon because you have my complaint. You have over obligated yourself with your time.
Yeah.
Rosa, it's still only 2,400 minutes in a day. You can't. How many? And I said, sweetie, are you just not going to sleep anymore? Are you just going to go? So, and you guys know about the age difference. So it's a 17-year
difference
to my favor. Thank God. To my favor. I'll just put it that way.
Speaking of that.
Well, hold on. So, and with the age difference, I do see some things differently. We have a generation between us. Yeah. So I tell her, I say, I know you're younger, but you really got to take good care of yourself. And she does. But on the same token, I do think she puts more in her basket than she needs at one time. And I'm over here like, I'm doing what I can do. I do what I want to do, and I also have to match up some of the things that she wants to do with me as well. So I'm sure I'm juggling that too. But if it's too much, I said something's got to come off my list, sweetie.
Yeah.
Unless we have decided to give up sleep for the next 3 years. You know what I mean? So that's where myself.
Which
that's
I'm
my
already
piece.
there. I'll be working on 3 to 5 hours a week. I swear, it seemed like the last 3-4 months.
Oh, hold on.
But one thing I think. Oh, go ahead.
The word is menopause.
That part.
I had to say it.
These hot flashes, y'all, please.
It will destroy. It will disrupt your rest.
Yeah.
And mine too if I let it.
I got to do something about it. But anyway, when you were speaking about the age, I think one of the difference that is after we've gotten marriage is growth. You know what I'm saying? We're like, well, especially me, because you're at a time in your life where you like seen it, done it, been there, and don't want to go again. For me, I'm like, oh, this sounds kind of good. Let's try this, boo. And sometimes you be like, I ain't trying that. Can you see me falling down the mountain? I ain't going. So for me,
I do say that.
For me, it's like, let's try something. For her, it may be, well, we'll try it another time, or we'll try it now, or whatever the case may be. And I think growth is one of the difference too. We both have grown in different ways. Like your mindset is a whole, look, I done worked my time, did my time, saluted many sailors, and I'm done. You know what I'm saying?
Not to mention those other 2 careers. Right.
Right. That's what I'm saying.
Right.
Well, not with all of your career. You just retired.
Right.
And if I want to just breathe in the room and hear myself breathe all day, that's my right. And you're right. You're correct with that. But for me, it's like I'm still working. So being at work all day, you're talking to other people. You get other ideas of what else is going on in the world because, your circle is but so big. And you may want to try stuff. And so I bring it home to her and she's like, oh, do that. And do that. And do that. So some stuff we've grown, I think, differently. But for the main part, I think when we sit down and we have to kind of talk about
it through.
The differences and the things I want to do versus the things that she want to do, and where we can come in the middle. Because some of the stuff she want to do, I'll be like, I am not doing. I'm gonna be, And then everywhere we go, Sharyn feels like, it doesn't matter if you going to a backyard party. She want me to wear like a dress I would wear to church. I am not wearing a church dress to somebody grass or dirt.
Why are we even talking about
Because I'm just saying, Sharyn feels like every time we go somewhere, it's the same dress and the same dress code, and we need to look alike. Like, we're not doing that.
Oh, that's so old school.
And I'm like, I'm not doing that. But it doesn't matter. We could be, going to the skating rink. She'd be like, okay, wear your dress that I bought you to the skating rink. No, I'm wearing jeans. Like, I am not.
I'm wearing them jeans. Yeah.
So,
you got a point. So but, I don't do it like I used to do it.
But I think with growth, no, you don't. But I think just with growth in different areas, we are
growth and just willing to change and to hear somebody else, And I'm thinking like,
But that's the part of growing. It's changing and willing to try something new and do something different,
Well, they say change is mandatory, but growth is optional.
Yes.
Now, people be changing, they didn't necessarily grow, but I did hear you. You know what I mean? I did hear you.
That's true.
All right. So I hear you, babe. It's interesting. I did not know that was going to come out your mouth about and yes, I do have several comments about wardrobe choices. Because now she don't.
How can you have comments about wardrobe tropes when you only have one type of wardrobe in your closet?
Okay, they one all type. Look alike. They are. Wait a minute. Sometimes I wear black and gray, and then I wear gray and black.
But they're all business attire. It does not matter where she's going.
Let me readdress it one more time. Our conversation this morning has been about, what's different since you've been married. Well, the thing is, a lot of things are different, and it's all good. It's not perfect. One thing I think I do better than I did before, and that is that I listen more. She accuses me of not listening to her or paying attention, but then I can recall it, and I've already responded to it. By the time we get in the car, and I can see the look on her face like, I thought she was ignoring me. I thought she was walking around listening to crazy Phoebe Snow tapes in her head. You know what I mean? And I was. But I also heard what she said. And in the middle of a sentence, or we could be talking about any arcane thing, and then I'll just say, babe, I'm sorry about that. Last Tuesday when you blah, 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 blah. And she's like, okay, boo. It's just important that she knows I heard you. Now, I made you, perhaps I had the look of not really paying attention. Yeah. Or as I say, Rosa, if you're going to say something to me, that if I can live without hearing it for the rest of my life, don't say it. Mm-hmm. Rosa's going to say it anyhow.
No, that's not true.
No, hold on. Rosa's going to say it anyhow because she's an Aries. That's all I got for y'all today. Okay.
See, you always going there with the Aries thing, and you got people doing that. My friend Kathy, hey Kathy, she watched the show too. She be like, "Yeah, I know you're an Aries. I know, cause you're an Aries." I'm like, that has nothing to do with it. Zodiac signs have nothing to do with it. I don't think. I think people are who they're gonna be. Because I can act like a Sagittarius some days, or Virgo or whatever. So I don't know.
I can get along with all of them because one thing about Geminis, we're flexible. I have to be because of. Right, so okay, let's wrap this up because longer doesn't make it better. What we're asking this week of you guys, look at your relationship, and if you're not married, long-term relationship, or the person who you was with, or the woman you dream of being with,
what people you're dating,
like people you're dating long term.
What has changed from single to dating?
Yeah, if you met her 4 years ago, what's the difference between day one and day 4 years plus one?
Right.
All right, and just to put it out there because sometimes we do things that we do get a chuckle out. Or I'm thinking I'm being one way, and Rosa may have absorbed it totally differently, and that's okay. Things is like, hey, she's a married woman now, and so am I. So a lot of things have changed, and I would say 98.5 of it's all good. I don't feel like I'm chained down, and I hope you don't feel like you're chained down either.
Gosh, no.
Look, Rosa does what Rosa wants to do.
Whatever.
That's all I got today. I do feel silly. Now, why are you laughing?
Because you off chain.
I'm off the chain. That's what she says. You off the chain. So, listen, like each and every video segment, we always end with that we're wishing you the very best.
Of all good things. Stay safe and stay woke. And thank you.